another individual who has decided to become part of, I think it's the Hasan pipeline? Is that what they call it? Is that what Hasan called it? That's what he called it when he talked about me. It's like the Hasan hate pipeline or something. I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, it's called reaction content. Hasan Piker, Jinx, and the issue of reaction content. All right, I guess I'm a reaction contenter, right? So I gotta watch it, dude.
In November of 2020, I posted a 14-minute YouTube video in which I roast a weird house. It was, when I first released it, one of my worst performing videos for quite a while. It seemed like it was just going to end up being one of those videos that didn't get seen by that many people, and that's absolutely fine, you know? That is, until completely out of the blue, it was given a huge amount of extra exposure by an absolute legend. I'd never met this person. In fact, I didn't even know they existed before this, but the boost that they gave me almost doubled the video's view count in just a few days. And for that, I would genuinely like to thank the Reddit user who posted my video to r/videos. You did me an absolute solid. This kind of thing is genuinely really helpful.
Anyway, today we're talking about reaction content. Chances are you probably know plenty of creators who react and respond to the work of other creators.
I know those guys are so lazy, bro. Like, honestly, think about it. All you're doing is sitting down and watching someone else's video. Like, dude, like, do you even, like, what's your talent, bro? Talking? You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, what a loser. Is that the right? I don't know. Listen, bro. Work smart, not hard. Am I right, guys? That's all I have to say.
And hell, that's something I do plenty. For anyone who doesn't know, I actually started out as a response YouTuber. Be it in a stream or in a fully edited video, I've reacted and responded to a lot of other people's videos in my time. Here's a clip from one of those videos so you can see the kind of thing I do.
Dip your balls in Tabasco sauce.
Now, when I cover other people's work like this, there are a few kinds of etiquette that I feel it's important to stick to. Basically, don't take the piss. In a reaction video, the reactor should still be adding stuff and creating content of their own, otherwise what's the point of watching their reaction over the original video? The content that the reactor creates should be at least different enough from the original work that they have created something of their own. For example, take a look at this video from Soot House.
This is 10 uplifting stories. The video is a minute long. These stories are gonna move.
Matthew Santoro's really fell off.
I love the idea of a minute long 10 uplifting stories, just like.
I wonder what he means by that. Like, does he mean, like, obviously you should transform it to a point where it becomes like a different video, where people that are fans of you might watch the video instead of the other one because they're your fans, but it doesn't replace the spirit of the video. Like, you shouldn't be able to watch someone, like, you shouldn't be able to watch a video, like, if I post this on YouTube, you shouldn't be able to watch my video to get, like, the core spirit of this, you know? You would be like, okay, I just want to watch the video. Like, you're not watching me to watch the video. Does that make sense? But does he mean that you have to implement editing into it? Because I feel like, why? You know? If anything, from my experience, like, I think, especially when you're doing commentary about particular topics, I think that watching the full video allows you to be more specific and point things out in a better, more honest way. If that makes sense, because then I can't be like, oh, I can't just cut pieces of it like, oh, I liked this part pushes this narrative. Even if 2 seconds later, they decide to change the entire thing said, you know? It keeps you able to be held accountable by your own audience if you say something a little ignorant.
Like, dogs good, number 9.
For sale, use baby shoes.
In their reaction to this weird little 10 uplifting stories video, they add their own jokes and commentary. Even if you'd already seen the video they were reacting to, you'd have plenty to gain from watching their reaction. It's a different piece of content now.
We go!
Oh!
Wasting time! Oh! What a story!
This is the story. This is what they're doing.
Great story, Mark. This is just fucking pictures of them, Brendan. Romeo and Juliet, the end. Do they kill themselves?
Soot House is exceptional, and the whole cast clearly all understand that reaction content is something that requires effort to do properly. Now, their particular style is by no means the only way to do reaction content. It's a very diverse medium.
War Flail versus Katana, or Shinai in this case. I haven't watched it yet. I wanted to give you my first-hand impression, reaction.
Here's some reaction content from Scalagrim, a YouTuber who creates content about swords and other medieval weapons. He often reacts to other people's content, using it as a springboard from which to add his own insight, opinions, and commentary.
He actually defended against it and caught the pole with his sword, but because it's a flail, it's like, yep, no you don't. Just whips right over top, knocks him in the head. This is one of the main dangers when facing a war flail.
This is another example of excellent reaction content. In terms of what he's actually doing with the content, he has basically nothing in common.
That thing's cool as fuck, honestly. It's like a big fishing pole. I would just use a gun, but
Soot House. What these channels do have in common though is that it's clear you're getting something from watching their content that you wouldn't be getting if you just watched the original work.
This dude seems to be quite a bit taller than his opponent, so he already has a reach advantage.
The point is that in reacting you need to add something. If a reactor hasn't added anything and watching their reaction is basically just the same experience as watching whatever they're reacting to, then essentially they're just reposting something someone else made to their audience, reaping the rewards of someone else's work under the guise of reacting to it. Now, the white
yeah, probably. I think there's still a conversation to have there. Because, like, I had a smaller person, like, once post, like, 80% of my, I don't know, I got, like, a notification from YouTube. It's like, this person used, like, 80% of your video. Or 80% of their video was your video. I think that's what it was. And, like, you know, you still should transform the media. But then also, it's like another conversation to have, like, if you're a bigger streamer and somebody kind of, like, half-asses, or bigger, I'm fat, but I'm not that big, but... if you're a larger content creator and somebody uses a lot of your video, like, you're probably not going to lose views on it. And then if you're a smaller content creator and a bigger person does, like, a reaction, doesn't add, like, a whole lot to it, that's exposure for you, typically. You should still transform it to a point where it becomes commentary on, like, a reaction video. But, you know...
The YouTube community already went through all of this a few years ago. As a YouTube viewer, there's a good chance... Oh, fucking hell. As a YouTube viewer, there's a good chance that you remember Jinx. Peaking in popularity around 2015, Jinx made a big splash on YouTube with his reaction videos. With someone else's work always playing in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, Jinx's whole thing was to just sit there, pretty much entirely vacuously, hardly saying anything, sometimes soy-facing or laughing, as he plays the videos he's reacting to in full. Let's take a look at his reaction to the official compilation of the full Astaf movie series. This compilation is 14 minutes long and contains all 8 episodes of Astaf movie that were out back when it was released. The Astaf movie series represents a huge amount of work, spearheaded by the series creator, Tomska, seen here with me at VidCon 2020. Here's a compilation I put together of everything that Jinx says over the course of his reaction to this compilation. Are you ready? Here we go.
What? Really? Wow. What? 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 What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell? Not the buns. What the hell is this? What the fuck? Oh, again.
Those 33 words that it took him 15 seconds to say, 27% of which were what, were all he had to contribute as he let the video play for its full 14-minute duration.
That's all reaction on TikTok. Bro, TikTok's crazy. People will just take their face and put it below, like, a fucking, like, movie, and they'll play, like, 5 minutes of the movie. It's incredible.
All he has to say, besides his outro, where he sums up his thoughts on the video.
It's so funny because it's just like, the whole thing is just like, what?
And his intro, where he explains...
Wow, I can see why this guy got popular. He really connects to the common man.
He's going to be watching the Astaf movie episodes 1 to 8 compilation.
I know a lot of people been requesting this one, like, back and forth. Like, they like, do 1 through 8, like, one at a time, but it's kind of hard to find each and every one of them. Like,
it's kind of hard to... I'm sorry, to quote you, what? Did you look? For the absolute rest of the time, he's just sitting there in silence, sometimes laughing or making a facial expression. And for this video, where Jinx just freeboots someone else's work, adding nothing, he gets 5 million views!
What? I'm doing something wrong, bro. What am I... Why are people watching him? What is the... What... I'm genuinely curious. Like, why... What is it about this guy that, like, people are like, yeah, I'm gonna watch him react to something that I used to find funny? That's so weird.
I'm not salty. Now, what I'm not doing here is I am definitely not asking you to get mad on Tomska's behalf. I don't actually know him, that's not how pictures work, but as far as I can tell, he has all the means to easily get this video taken down if that's what he wants.
As a large YouTuber, I have the ability to deal with copyright infringement directly. I can either take down people's re-uploads of my videos, or I can monetize those videos, basically meaning that, you know, it stays up on their channel, but I make money from ads. And 99.9% of the time, I don't take down other people's videos.
As far as I can tell, Tom...
I would have just been like, give me some of that money, bro. You know what I'm saying, dude? Is there a way to split the diff? Hey, this guy posted a video of your shit. Okay, I'll take like 50% of the money. That sounds fair. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool.
It's totally fine with this video existing, and that's completely valid of him. The thing is, though, it would also be totally valid of Tomska to turn around to Jinx and say, what the fuck are you doing? Can you...
Well, I think at the end of the day now that we have the ability to remove, because I think you get notifications of like, hey, such and such farted your content out of their ass, and it's pretty much just your content regurgitated. Now that you have that ability, I feel like there isn't really too much of an issue now, right? Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like they're like, who gives a shit?
Can you not just re-upload my work with your face in the corner, please? It would be absolutely reasonable for any YouTuber to have that reaction. Enter Jack's Films. That's not an instruction question. When Jinx rebooted one of Jack's videos in exactly the same way, Jack snapped back with a video satirizing Jinx's content. Jack's video ends with a series of pertinent, snappy, and to-the-point criticisms of what Jinx was doing.
I really like the part where you played my video in its entirety and then didn't really react to it, just kind of sat there. You added virtually no insight. Pretty brilliant how you play the entire video in your channel. It's like it's a one-stop shop. Why bother going to my channel to watch that video when you can just watch that and your reaction?
And obviously Jack is well within his right.
Why didn't Jack pull the video down?
To react this way, because there's really no meaningful difference between what Jinx did and someone just downloading and then reposting one of Jack's videos. Just because some—
Well, yeah, dude, it's more culturally diverse because you got a black guy in it. You know what I'm saying? Not bad.
People are okay with this kind of thing doesn't mean you get to go around doing it to everyone. Your partner might be really into hard cactus play, but before you whip out your favorite Acanthosarius tetragonus, you're going to check. I chose this picture.
I mean, that looked kind of good, that penis flower you just mentioned.
Because it looked a bit like a willy. Yeah. There's a very clear reason that Jinx attracted this kind of backlash with his content, but channels like Soot House didn't.
You know what's funny though? As I'm watching this, look at this guy's face. Like, he looks like he's struggling to understand what's being said.
Clear reason that Jinx attracted this kind of backlash with his content, but channels.
He looks like he's just not getting it. I don't know why. It's funny as fuck.
There's a very clear reason that Jinx attracted this kind of backlash with his content, but channels like Soot House.
I don't know. It fucking made me laugh.
Didn't attract the same kind of backlash with theirs. If a part of your work relies on you uploading other people's content, then you better make sure that's not all you're doing, otherwise you're just re-uploading other people's content. It's fine to do that if you have permission, but it's not if you don't. So let's take this back to the golden rule. How, as a React content creator, do you avoid taking the piss? Well, I think that so long as you're—
But the best thing you could do is actually take a piss in the middle of reacting to somebody's content. And then it's like, yeah, I pissed for like 5 minutes. Because sometimes I have a big piss. I'm a diabetic. And then you come back and it's like, oh, I'm transformed the video. You just listen to me piss, you know?
Clearly trying, it's fine. You don't have to knock it out of the park every time. So long as there's clearly a respect and understanding there that you are working with someone else's content, I think you're good. Hasan Piker is one of the most successful streamers on all of Twitch. His streams are on the long side, generally hitting the 8-hour mark. He's wildly successful, generating a huge amount of traffic and revenue. And when I found out that he'd reacted to the video where I just roast a weird house, I got pretty excited. I wasn't really familiar with any of Hasan's work, but I have really been enjoying a lot of this modern wave of reaction content. I knew that there are still some Jinxes around, but I also knew that—
A lot of older people. A lot of older people doing this content. Isn't that weird? Fucking old people are weird, bro. 30 years old? Get off the internet, am I right?
Hasan is an accomplished creator who almost certainly knows better than to just— Oh, he left. Okay, so it actually turns out that
That's funny. Wait.
Hasan is an accomplished creator who almost certainly knows better than to just— Oh, he left. Okay.
It's just funny because, like, I know on his stream, Hasan just like fucking, he'll get up and just walk away for like 2 hours or maybe like a half hour or an hour. That's what people tell me. They're like, I want to check out Hasan's stream, and then he just fucking got up and walked away, and it was confusing. And it's like, it gets into an interesting conversation. Yeah, then you put some MasterChef on. It's such an interesting thing though, because Twitch is not really the same as YouTube. Usually, I mean, people do watch replays. I don't know how many they watch. Like if I went to Hasan's probably streaming right now. But he can monetize the rewatches. Yeah, he's watching. He's playing right now, so I can't really do anything. I don't think I can look at past VODs. But what the hell was I saying? What words? You know, I don't know, man. It still seems kind of shitty. Like you just get up and walk away when like a whole segment's playing. I don't know, bro. And then especially, I think that if he doesn't use content on his main channel, other people will clip it and post it. So it kind of does still steal the content a bit in some capacity. But okay.
Okay, so it actually turns out that Hasan will just fairly regularly get up and leave while other people's videos are playing. This isn't what I'm here to prove in this video. This is just a fact. This is something he does.
You could make a compilation of me sitting around, not even on camera, with a fucking video playing in the background. You could, when you're live for 13 hours a fucking day, of course there's gonna be fucking dead space in between.
But
I feel like that's not a good, I feel like that's a really bad, that's a bad excuse for doing what you're doing. Because it's one of those things where you're like, hey, I work for 13 hours a day. Of course, I have to fill my time. So in order to fill my time, I'm just going to get up and walk away. And there's a lot of problems with that. First of all, you choose to work 13 hours a day, and you don't need to do it. You just don't. It's just an objective truth. You quite literally, and if you do now that you have a contract with him, with Amazon, then that was your fuck up. You shouldn't have said I'll have to work 13 hours a day because you don't need to. You have a lot of money. There's no reason. Second of all, you have a lot of money. So there could be conversations with like, and this is a conversation I would at least have if I had this money and I did that. I don't do this. I just don't stream that much. I get on, I stream for maybe like 3 or 4 hours, and then I get off. I do all like my editing, not a lot of editing because I don't, I'm a fucking lazy asshole. I do some thumbnails, and then I hang out with my wife and I do some housework and I work out and all whatever bullshit. I don't fat, but I'm trying to get healthier. Anyway, if you have that much money, you could either just, well, first of all, you could either just not stream 13 hours. You could play a video game. But when you get up to do your scheduled breaks, why aren't you trying to be creative? Why not just take the fucking camera with you? You know what I mean? Like, get up. Maybe have like an auxiliary camera you could pan to, a wireless camera, and walk around the house and show people that you're cooking food or something like that. You decide to be the streamer. Maybe talk to other creators and do like a half hour or an hour video spotlight for smaller creators to be able to watch your shit. There's a lot of different things. Capitalism breeds innovation, Hasan. You could, but you could come up with a solution to not completely content theft. You know what I'm saying? It's just very lazy, and it's so interesting that he's put himself in a space where it's very comfortable for people to just like take other people's videos and play them while you walk away. And then his excuse is like, yeah, but everyone else is doing it. That's I'm working really hard. I'm working all day, but it's like, okay, but you choose that, bro. It's like there's so many different things. There's so many ways that you could just figure out what the fuck you're doing. You want to watch me pee? I don't know if I'm gonna do that, but like, come on, man. Also, I feel like a lot of these, I don't think Hasan does it either. Correct me if I'm wrong. None of these guys raid anybody at the end of their streams, which bothers me. It seems like a lot of large creators don't like, every single time I end my stream, I'm not a big streamer. I get like 180 viewers a stream. Nothing crazy. I'm happy. I will raid somebody. They're not allowed to raid people? Really? Why? Why can't they raid? Is that part of the Twitch contract? No, but it wouldn't be seen. No, but dude, Pay Money Wubby raided me before. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's not. There's no way it would be considered a hate stream. Yeah, Pay Money Wubby just randomly raided me. Like, and I had like a fucking 100 viewers. It was a really weird experience because they kept wanting to see my microwave, and I didn't know what was happening. But still, like, it was a bizarre experience. But that's how you're supposed to like pass it on, So. I don't know. It feels like there's a lot of different ways that they should be passing it on to people. Hasan tried it, but the small streamer stream crashed. Okay, I guess that's true. I guess that's fair. But I don't know. I feel like you could... I don't know. Maybe that's what it is.
It's not the leaving in and of itself that is the issue. The same issue would be present if he was just sat there not saying anything like Jinx was. The getting up and leaving for extended periods of time just goes to show that he doesn't give a shit about even pretending that he's contributing anything here. But even when he's in the room, he's no stranger to just streaming other people's content with his own face in the corner. Now, any content creator he does this to could be entirely okay with it, but I know from personal experience that he definitely doesn't bother to check. Now,
I think it's very difficult to put in like a DMCA too for Twitch because you have to actively do it. There's no like specific tool that helps you.
This certainly isn't the only thing he does. Hell, it's not even the only kind of reaction content that he does, but it is something that he does pretty often, so let's talk about it. It's also very much not just him who does this. This particular style of content, other people's, is a growing trend with plenty of popular creators taking part in it.
I think it's mostly Twitch streamers because they're just looking to fill in a day that they don't even need to do. You know what I mean? Oh, dude, Josh Strife Hayes. Oh shit, I like this guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, well,
I watched some of his MMO videos. They're pretty poggers. I should start. I was leveling in World of Warcraft a while ago. I quit because they're a scumfuck company. But I was leveling in World of Warcraft a while ago, and I watched I had to have watched, bro. I don't even know how many fucking of these videos. Look at all the reds. These are all the videos that I was watching while I was leveling in World of Warcraft. Look at how many of the bro, I was spamming this dude's content. I was going fucking ballistic, bro. Look at all this shit. This helped me pass so much time. Anyway, sorry for the tangent.
That's why I think this is so important to talk about. There are currently huge areas of the
Yeah,
internet.
I'm a fanboy. He talks about fucking MMOs, dude. I'm a fucking MMO guy, all right? Shut the frick up, bro.
Where precedent is being established and reinforced that it's apparently just absolutely fine to post other people's content so long as your face
This right here looks like my ex-girlfriend. Fucking crazy.
or chair is in the corner as you do it. Now, I don't want to be
I'm not going to tell you which one. I have a lot of exes, okay? Not a recent ex, okay? Just keep... Okay? I want to turn into fucking drama central here.
too quick to judge any of the creators that do that. All I want to do in this video is talk about what I do and don't think is okay and present my arguments as to why. And now, because Hasan is our primary example, let's take a look at the reaction he served up to some of my content.
I wonder if Hasan criticism would just be that he's hate farming, because that's what he said. I do commentary on some of Hasan's videos sometimes too, and I try to be pretty like decent faith about it. Maybe sometimes I miss the mark. I don't really know, but he was like, oh, Papa Gut's just a fucking hate farmer, blah 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 blah, which I think is very far from the truth. I try my best to be very objective, very unbiased.
And while we're doing it, let's see how he compares to Jinx. 8800 Blue Lick Road is a 3-bedroom house that you can go on a 3D virtual tour of right now if
Just pull my ear here, sorry.
you're interested in purchasing it. And it's, you know, they say you don't really know someone until you've held hands while taking it down. This digital property viewing is one of those things where the longer you stare at the image, the more bizarre things you notice. So today I'm going to take you on a sightseeing tour of the oddities
This is literally Steak HQ. Hold on. I'm going to be back in 1 second.
of 8800 Blue Lick Road. The first 3.5 minutes of my video were enjoyed mostly by Hasan's chair and his chat. Although apparently for the duration of this, Hasan was watching the video on his phone, so he can see everything that his chair is seeing. It's not until we're 4 minutes in, which just to be clear is about a third of the way through the video, that Hasan decides to add his first piece of commentary.
I feel like it's got to be like it's got to be, I don't know, like someone who has a disability or something, right?
That was a good commentary, bro.
I'm not sure what part of this messy, weird house has made Hasan conclude, yes, only a disabled could have caused this.
Well, that's a little bit too woke, Hasan. Let me tell you, that's what my fucking house looks like. I'm not disabled, I'm just depressed. Boom, with the gun show, baby. Fuck you. That's not that bad at all, dude. What are you talking about, bro? I just had a bad day, and that day lasted a couple of years. You know what I'm saying?
That's what he sounds like, shut up. Or what kind of disability he could possibly mean. Like, I'm not even sure if he means mental or physical. What the fuck are you talking about? What's the disability that makes you go, I need to install a toilet next to my
Honestly, I'm not depressed personally. My wife is depressed, and I'm just lazy. So my house is just a little dirty. And I know my wife watches, and I love you. You know? I'm just a lazy, like, listen, I'm a lazy man. I usually do like yard work and all the shoveling and all like that kind of crap. You know, I'm just fat. You know,
fucking toilet.
Pretty much it,
now,
bro.
I'll give it to Hasan. This is a more fully formed thought than anything Jinx said while Tomscar's video was playing. It's also a more fully formed thought than me going,
oh shit, I should have paused that, but I'll let you play.
Cruz Tizok just resubscribed
Oh, thanks for the
for
resub,
8
brother.
months. Hey Papa, it's the guy with ligmatic cancer.
Oh shit.
Feeling a little crappy after chemo, but I know I'm getting better. Thank you for these amazing streams that help me pass time during my treatment.
Well, I'm happy your treatment seems to be going well. Chemo's always gonna make you feel like shit. But just keep it up, dude. Because it'll be worth it, man. I have a cousin. She doesn't have cancer. She has Crohn's disease. And she was supposed to, I think, get a surgery and get chemo done, but she like gave up. And like once you get through it and you get through your treatment, bro, life gets much better afterwards. You know, finish your shit out. And good for you, man. Keep your shit up, brother.
but he doesn't elaborate either. This is it. This is his commentary. If he began to elaborate on what it was he actually meant by that comment, he might have started approaching having something meaningful to add to my work. He'd also hopefully have made it clear that he didn't actually mean most of the things that it sounded like he could have meant by that. I also just really want to know what the fuck he meant. But so far, my video has played uninterrupted.
Dude, the house is pretty clean, to be honest with you.
For nearly a third of its length, and all Hasan has contributed is going, it's probably a disabled person that did this, which
a little ableist, Hasan.
Technically is a sentence. He lets the video play for another 45 seconds before eventually adding his second comment.
I will never understand why there's 2 bathrooms side by side. I guess that's like the biggest flex you can do is when you have not 1, but 2 fucking side by side bathrooms. You know what I mean?
No, not really.
Well, to be honest with you, Hasan, it seems like you've lived, listen, you're a thinner guy. Maybe this isn't something that you experience. Sometimes I eat food that gives me horrible diarrhea. And then my wife will also eat similar foods that will give her horrible diarrhea. So sometimes it's just about having 2 bathrooms. Doesn't matter where the fuck they are, okay? I was at an Airbnb one time. Let me tell you this story. I was at an Airbnb one time. with my wife. It's the only time I've ever been to one. It was really nice, but there was one bathroom. We were in Pennsylvania. We went to an Amish buffet. Beautiful, amazing Millers. It was fantastic. We got back to our nice Airbnb. Well, actually, we got to the car and we're like, hey, I think that we were just going to go shopping from there, but I was like, I kind of have to go to the bathroom. So we got in the car and I was like, you know what? I'm going to hold it. And then we went to take the right turn instead of the left to go back to our house. And my wife goes, I have diarrhea. So we shot to the Airbnb. And then as we're driving, I start to get diarrhea, right? So we're in the car and we're leveraging our levels of who has worse diarrhea, okay? So we get to the Airbnb and she sprints in the house, right? Pants just falling off as she's going. Like she's taking general steps that you would do in the bathroom. She's taking her pants off. She just starts blasting into the toilet. I, on the other hand, am pacing. Ooh, I whistled. I'm pacing wildly because I have to go to the bathroom so bad. I remember saying to my wife, there was this really nice, like, decorative, table. It was a small table, round, and it was hollow on the bottom. And I said, I swear to God, if you don't finish soon, I'm going to have to flip it upside down, shit in it, and then I'm going to have to leave a nice tip and say, sorry, I shit inside of this. Okay? So she's like, okay, no problem. She got, like, the first charge out. You know what I mean? She finished, but she just got up. She didn't even wipe. We didn't have time. And it was horrible. And I absolutely, I decimated the toilet bowl. So, like, that's why you need 2 bathrooms, okay? Because, listen, like I said, I'm diabetic. So sometimes if I eat a little too much sugar, we're at Hershey Park. You know what I'm saying? So it's something to keep in mind. That's why you need it. I do what would be really cool, though, is I want, like, one bathroom with 2 toilet bowls that face the opposite direction of each other. Like, this way I can sit next to and take a shit with my wife. That'd be kind of sweet,
So the house I was roasting actually does have 2 side-by-side bathrooms, but based on the fact that I haven't shown that yet...
Oh, maybe it actually... Wait, hold on.
I was roasting actually does have 2 side-by-side bathrooms, but based on the fact that I haven't shown that...
I thought I saw a urinal. Why am I blind?
So the house I was roasting actually does have 2...
It does see a urinal. That's pretty poggers, bro. Because sometimes when it's the middle of the night, your goal is to pee here, and sometimes you like pee over here. Like it just accidentally goes. It's like a wacky waving, Family Guy joke.
2 side-by-side bathrooms. But based on the fact that I haven't shown that yet in the video that he's reacting to, and the fact that what I did just show is 2 side-by-side toilets, my guess is that he's just forgotten the word toilet and is saying bathroom instead of toilet. And to be honest, no, I really don't know what he means by this. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be a joke, a serious comment, or a mix of the two. Is he trying to say that a flex is normally something extravagant and unnecessary, and this is extravagant?
I like this. I'm gonna do this for my wife in my bathroom, so we could poopy together. That's cute.
And unnecessary? I guess we'll go with, I think he technically has added something small here, I'm just not really sure what it was. He then lets the video play completely uninterrupted for another 2 minutes before eventually he makes a 3rd comment.
So it's a house that used to belong to a church, but then the eBay resellers just like made it into their eBay house or something? Is that what it is?
He'd been receiving a few messages in chat telling him that this house used to be a church, and here his contribution to my video is to ask, hey, is that true? He then adds his 4th comment, which is about the fact that the house is full of loads of boxes.
Having that many boxes means they could be a streamer, to be honest.
Honestly, I really don't know what he means by this one either, but this is the first instance where I feel that I'm just missing the
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I'm a streamer. Why are boxes synonymous with being a streamer? Is with the word synonymous? Whatever. You get what I'm saying. Why would those 2 things be related? Why boxes? Why do you have so many boxes around your house, Hasan? What the fuck are you doing, bro? What's your anecdotal perspective on this? Is that true? Yeah. That's all I'm gonna do for now.
Reference, like
a lot of PO gifts. Makes sense. Okay. Lots of advertisers sending you PO boxes. Okay.
I think it's pretty clear that he's making some kind of joke here. I just don't get it. Now, I think by this point, you probably understand the nature of Hasan's commentary. It's pretty much non-existent. In total, Hasan ended up not even spending 2 minutes talking as he let my 14-minute video play in full. He's very clearly leaning on my video to entertain his audience for him in this situation. This is the downtime he has no choice but to take because of his choice to stream for 13 hours a day. Jinx definitely did worse in the matter of actually adding something to the content, but neither of them have done well at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Jinx, at the very least, did shout out the original video and put a link to it in his description.
Oh, really? Good for him. Me personally, I don't put links in descriptions. I know that sounds mean, But usually what I do is I just watch the whole ass video where you can always, this is something that I've been like a little, like nobody really complains about it. I intentionally watch videos not zoomed in so that you can open up and you can be like, oh, here's the title of the video. If I want to watch the main person, I could just grab it, type it into the thing and go fucking look at it myself. Right. And then a lot of times I'll make my title of my video the title of the video, so that all you can do is just copy and paste my link there. So I'll instead, like if I was going to do this, like it's possible that I will do this. I'll grab this and then I'll put this in the description, but I'll put parentheses or quotations around it. This is how I usually will title my shit. Hopefully you can see it here. And then I'll do like a dash, like, okay, this is like JEXCI. This is usually how I will, okay, you can't fucking zoom in on that. So I'm just a dumb fuck, but this is usually how I'll do reaction content unless I feel like something else needs to be said. This is usually how, what the fuck, bro? Okay. Just trying to prove a point here, and like everything's working against me, bro. Okay. We're gonna get there, bro. This is usually how I will do the content. I will put it in quotation marks, and then I will say this is who it's from. Sometimes I don't do that if I feel like something else needs to be said about it. But either way, I always leave the video here so you can just straight up be like, okay, this is so like I don't credit the video, well, I credit it, but I just don't link it. You can take the 5 fucking seconds and do it yourself, okay? Because occasionally someone will be like, bro, why didn't you put the link? Bro, you're probably 13, bro. Your fingers work better than me. I'm 31. You can't do this? Oh, this video is okay. Hasan Piker, Jinx, and the issue of reaction. That's all you have to do, bro. While you're sitting here watching the Papa Gut video, you just have to look at the thing in the corner. Anyway, enough of my tangent.
It's even right at the top of his description, so you don't have to click show more to see it.
Good stuff. Link to the original video is in the description if you just want to see some random shit.
I don't know why I'd want to click it, because you've already shown me literally all of it, but at least it's there. By reposting someone else's work, you remove it from its original context, a context which is controlled by the creator. For example, the latest Astif movie compilation ends with a merch store shoutout and some links to some more of Tomscar's work.
Oh, he didn't even at least go through. I skip through those too usually too, because I don't have fucking time for it. But if you're gonna just steal the whole goddamn video, you might as well put that in there.
The description is filled with all.
You think Hasan? Everybody, the people in the chat are like, "Oh, Hasan's gonna call me a hate farmer. He's gonna be like, oh, he's making another video again, bro." I don't care. First of all, I'm not even hate farming, bro. I'm watching the fun video. Okay. Second of all, Hasan, shut up. You're fucking boring. Just watch. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because somebody doesn't particularly care for your bullshit doesn't mean that they're a hate farmer. Maybe it just means you fucking stink sometimes. Made a video about me. He didn't post the video about me. I made the video about me.
All kinds of links, including links to Tom's other social media and people that Tom wants to credit. And of course, this is a YouTube video, so there are loads of useful buttons under it by default, including a subscribe button, a like button, and a link to the creator's channel. Not only is there loads of really useful stuff here, there's also a dislike button. By reposting someone else's work, you completely change this context. On Jinx's re-upload, most of these links are unavoidably gone, replaced with links that benefit Jinx instead. So it is good of him that of the links he can control, he makes the first one a link to Tomscar's original video. It would be even better of him to not just repost other people's work without permission, but this is the next best thing. Now, again, I'm not asking you to get angry on Tomscar's behalf. I'm not asking you to get angry on my behalf either. I'm doing.
I was like a radical. I was like a different person.
Now, again, I'm not asking you to get angry on Tomscar's behalf. I'm not asking.
It just looks so weird there. I don't know. I've never seen the guy before. It just. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a dick.
You to get angry on my behalf.
I know.
I'm doing fine.
Just threw me off. I don't know. It was like the hat and the hair. I don't know why.
Incredibly lucky to be able to work YouTube as my job. I just don't know if Hasan freebooting my work even impacted me negatively. And if it did, I don't know how severely. I just don't have access to that kind of information. But what I do know is that if by doing this, Hasan had taken literally every future potential viewer from that video, and as a result, it was literally never watched again ever, I would still be doing absolutely fine. I'm not trying to tell you some kind of sob story here about just how hard my life is. If in a shocking twist of character, Hasan offered to financially compensate me for the video of mine he freebooted, I wouldn't take his money. However, when this kind of thing is done
I would.
completely without permission and without knowing enough about the original creator, you run the risk of freebooting work from a creator who is struggling, or you could end up freebooting a video that represents months or even years of work on behalf of the creator.
True. That's why you shouldn't put any effort into videos, bro. Just fucking take the L, bro. Fortnite L, baby. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, losing my voice. All this I'm talking so much. I think so far this is my problem, is that people are like, oh, when I watch videos, like, you know, I got to make sure that we react enough to like, other people are like, oh, I want to make sure I watch a video that transforms a video in a new way. I tend to quadruple the time of these videos, sometimes triple them. I mean, I'm playing it on increased speed. I'm just fucking, I can't shut up. I have a problem.
Once spent 6 months working all day, every day on one single YouTube video, and if Hasan had freebooted that, I would be very pissed off. I would be even more pissed off if I was a creator who genuinely was struggling, either financially or in just getting people to my channel to watch the videos that I make.
I think that part that's like shitty to me is that like they're not even getting a shout out. It doesn't look like. It doesn't even look like you can't even tell who made the video. Like I do feel like if you're gonna watch, especially if you're just gonna watch the video for like add no commentary while you eat, at least make it so we can see who made the fucking video. But instead, it seems like he puts it in like the full screen-ish, like this, and then he does like one of these fucking bad boys, and he like I don't know, he gets the fucking main video out in some capacity. Somehow he cuts it down so that makes it so that like you can't see this here. I don't know how the fuck he does it. Maybe he hits what is this, like F11? I don't know. You know what I'm saying, bro.
Either financially or in just getting people to my channel to watch the videos that I make. And I would be more pissed off if when a reactor rebooted my content, they hadn't even taken the tiniest piece of minimal effort to just acknowledge the original creator in any way, completely taking the work that they just used to entertain their audience for granted, with no thought given to the fact that it was made by another person. Yeah, so this is what Hasan did. For the majority of the time, my name and the video's title aren't on screen. This information is only made visible when his setup requires it to be. He doesn't attempt to share any kind of link to any of my work in any way. He doesn't
Which that would be difficult to do because I think this is all from Twitch. I don't know if he uploaded to YouTube. And if he did, if he didn't, it might have been somebody else who did. A lot of times that's what people do. But yeah, like at least just put the fucking name of the creator somewhere down there, brother.
To give me any credit or shout me out. I don't need him to do literally all of those things, but for him to make no attempts to do absolutely any of them when, without permission, he's freebooting the work of an independent creator he knows absolutely nothing about. Yes, that is absolutely taking the fucking piss. And on top of that, okay, I know I said that he played my video in full, but I lied to you a little bit. He plays all of the content of the video, but then right at the end, when I just take 20 seconds to talk about other stuff I'm working on and where you can find it, well, he turns it off before I can say any of that stuff. Groot.
Dude, what? That's like an asshole move, bro. Damn, that's like shitty, dude. What the fuck? Just have the mods posted in chat every other minute. That's not a bad idea. That's actually a good idea. Like if Hasan wants to keep this set up, you could set up some kind of a robot man that every minute just like post the name of the video with like a fucking person who does just something to shout out the creator, you know?
Industry. That's everything I have for you today. This has just been a very small project on the side as I work on something much bigger. My full critique and breakdown of seasons 11 and 12.
I'm gonna add you to the call. Yeah, I mean, once again,
Wow, good job he did that. This was becoming dangerously close to an interaction that would have benefited both of us instead of just him. Even Jinx knew to shout out the video he was reacting to. This is a crazy amount of just taking other people's work for granted. No consideration is given to the fact that the work here was done by someone else. Again, my point here isn't that I desperately want Hasan to shout me out. I don't need that. I don't want that. I am fine. The point is that this is his attitude when making reaction content, and he could end up doing this to anyone. The point of this video isn't like a petition to get me the recognition I deserve.
And yet he didn't watch a single one of my videos before calling me a fucking hate farmer, bro. Isn't that kind of ironic? He watches all these other people's videos, doesn't give them any credit. But once he brings your name up, like he talked about me, instead of watching like a single video to actually like to watch like, on his stream where he does nothing most of the time, you know, to kill time, he didn't even watch it, bro. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that interesting? You know? Fucking crazy. Couldn't even form his own opinion on me by watching my part of a video or one of my videos, bro. Sad stuff. The UBI was the recommendation, bro. You don't think he cares about me at all? No, like he doesn't. That's fine. But that's my point is like he doesn't, he won't, like you get what I'm trying to say is that when he references me, and he probably does this to other people too, he doesn't watch any of their content. He's just like, this guy is an asshole that hate farms because he talks negatively about me. Because of course there's nothing that could be a reasonable criticism of Hasan. But then other content creators that he doesn't criticize, he watches their videos with like no credit. You know what I'm saying? It's just stupid. It just seems like shitty. And it's one of those types of shitty that's like tough to call out. Does that make sense? It's like, it's a lot of small shitty like things that he does that add up to be like, yeah, like it's a weird thing where, I don't know, I feel like the small things matter. Like everybody has their bad days where maybe they have like a bad take or a bad reaction or they do something wrong. But then when you're consistently like doing shit like this, like every day, I'm gonna do my best not to credit the creator of videos I watch, or I'm gonna criticize people without watching the content that they criticize me. It's a lot of micro shitty things that like build up. It's like every day you don't tell like your significant other that you love them or that they're attractive, or like you make a point to cringe at their body or something. You know what I mean? Like that's shitty versus like, oh, you scream at them one day out of the month. Those are both bad, but I would argue that I'd argue that the first scenario was worse because, like, yeah, people fight, have their bad days, but then, like, what about like the everyday? Like, oh, I don't love you. Like, you're not saying like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm trying to say? There's those little things that matter more than anything else. It's those kisses, you know. It's the waking up and giving your wife a kiss before you go about your day versus not doing that. I don't know. It's hard to communicate, but do you think you understand what I'm saying, bro?
I joke about how there are two toilets next to each other. The point of this video is to discuss a certain type of reaction content, the arguments that get used to justify it, and why all of those arguments are bullshit. But where am I going to get examples of these arguments? Well, when I found out that Hasan had freebooted my content, similar to Jack's films, I went live to satirize him. Of 8,800 Blue Lake Road. At the start of the entrance, you're greeted by a Minions brand doormat that really no home.
That's actually very
sure,
funny.
But I think we might have found the toilet soda culprit. Now, if we go across the hall from the man cave, we'll find ourselves in the second bathroom of the property.
Oh my
now, that
God,
urinal in a residential bathroom is a strange decision.
So it's a house that
on
used to belong to a church, but then eBay resellers just like made it into their eBay house or something. Is that what it is?
Yeah. You think Donkey ripped you off as well? Yeah, Donkey covered the same house. The thing is, a few people have covered it, and I wasn't the first one to cover it. I was the first person to do it as a YouTube video, like a fully edited thing, as far as I know. But like a few Twitch streamers went and had a look at it and did live reactions to it, and that's how I found out about it. So maybe Donkey found out about it the same way that I did. Maybe he saw my video as well, but you know, he did his own spin on it. He didn't just play my video in full while saying very little. Or just not being in the room. He made his own video. Like, just to be clear, you can react to my content on stream. I encourage that. Please go for it. But
oh, well, good thing you gave me permission, motherfucker, because I was gonna do it anyway. Boom. Much better pump there.
React. Do it in a transformative way, where it's reasonable for people to assume that the thing they're there.
We gotta do this the Hasan way.
For is you.
Who's talking right now?
And also make it clear where to find the video if people want to check it out.
Me.
And like, you know, that's what I do whenever I cover someone else's content on stream. I make it clear where they can go to go and check, except today, fuck that. But I normally make it clear where they can go and check it out. I tell them to check it out if they liked it, unless it's like something that I'm criticizing like very strongly, in which case I don't really feel that it's...
I like the background he's got going on. Follow me and give me money. That's actually not bad. I'm not even kidding. That's pretty decent.
That there would be any benefit to saying go and check this out, because it's like that would feel very artificial. I'm like, this is shit. Go check it out. So then I don't say go check it out. But still,
I've been looking for something to fill in this spot. Well, can you see that? No, I'm doing it off screen. Like this area here. You know, something interesting here, but I don't know.
Make it clear where to find it, or at least try to. Oh, by the way, that donkey video I'm talking about in this clip.
And this is an empty deck of cards. Where are they?
Huh? Yeah, Hasan has covered that video as well.
Here
Get
they
the
are.
Fuck out of here.
This is where I play solitaire by the barbecue sauce pack.
Oh my god, dude. Hasan's a fucking menace. What the fuck?
He's absent for literally the entire runtime of that video. And I have no idea if Donkey would be okay with this. Like, I don't fucking know Donkey, man. But apparently they're friends, so hopefully. So after I finished my YouTube live stream, the comments started rolling in, which, you know, is what happens always. And at first I got exactly the kind of comments I would expect to.
Can't wait to see Hasan react to this reaction.
Lamau.
I really enjoy Hasan's stream and was watching during this. I also thoroughly enjoy your content. I was pretty disappointed he didn't shout you out.
Hasan isn't reacting. What is he even adding to the conversation? He wasn't
Who the fuck is this girl?
even in a room for 4 minutes.
Jay has eaten too much cardboard for my liking.
You know, the normal stuff. But after some time had passed, eventually a cascade of new comments came in with a somewhat different tone to them.
Try more? What a baby.
Oh, it's the fucking Hasan, the Hasaners. What do you call them? I don't know.
Literally wouldn't even know who you are if it wasn't for Hasan streaming your video, but keep drama baiting, lol. What a baby.
That sounds like the exact energy Hasan gives us. Give the Pikers? Is that what they call them? I don't know. That sounds like Hasan energy. Like anytime you get a criticism, it's like, you're just a fucking baby!
What could possibly have
I think their Mac is like you know, it's just the fucking video that I had up while I was cooking.
Hasan ended up spending like 30 minutes talking about all of this live on Twitch.
Why? What could he possibly have said?
We will be taking a look at what he said, but what's way more interesting to me right now is the fact that as a result of this stream, loads of his fans appeared in my comments making arguments as to why they think this kind of reaction content is okay. This is why I find Hasan's reaction to my video
But it's not reaction, though, just watching a video.
Example to discuss the wider issue. It comes ready packaged with countless examples of what people actually think about this kind of thing. So without further ado, I'll sit down, pour myself a nice refreshing glass of beans, and go over some of the arguments that are made in favor of this kind
I
of
thought you were
reaction.
just gonna watch Hasan's stream and just put it in there. That would be funny.
And also, yes, I use YouTube in light mode. Feel free to boost my algorithm rating by leaving a comment complaining about it if you like. Anyway, on to the arguments.
I'm not the
Bro, that's the reason I use dark mode, is because people yelled at me for it. For using light.
biggest Hasan fan, but I feel a lot of streamers just watch random videos to react to while they eat, so I don't feel like it's that bad that he does this.
Everyone's doing it, so it's okay.
Yeah.
I think it's bad that everyone's doing this, but also this is literally just an appeal to popularity fallacy. Next.
I watch Hasan pretty frequently, and I honestly think it's because he was eating.
Hey, I know who that is. That guy sounds like a person. I think I know who that is. He sounds like a Harry Potter.
Content quality usually takes a nosedive for that half an hour. He's usually good about crediting channels and sharing his thoughts throughout.
A lot of the time he's leaving or eating because he literally streams for 10 plus hours a day and he's got to do it sometime. And the chat needs to be entertained in the meantime. But I do agree it's annoying when he does this.
It's such a dumb argument, I feel, bro. Don't stream for 10 hours. Play something else. Take the camera with you. Figure out a new fucking solution. Like, figure something out. Figure out a thing to do. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Burp into the microphone. Play your own videos. Fucking shit your pants. You know what I'm saying?
Lol.
Do the bare minimum and show who's talking about the video in the stream or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
These comments. Why don't you guys start a Twitch and react your way? This whole leaving, eating, etc. is just a constant stream meme combined with actually satisfying certain human needs, like peeing and eating. Also,
bro, when I pee, it takes me like 2 minutes. I just get up, I run an ad, I take a piss, and I come back. Like, it's not. If I eat, I do the same thing. I don't put anything on the stream. There's no okay. And then if you don't have content, this is what happens: is they have no content to do, so they just watch your videos because they have nothing else to do. The argument's like, I can steal your content because I need to fill the time so that I'm entertaining. It's like, well, what the fuck is that, dude? Like, if 80% of your stream is just you reacting to other people doing things, then like, why? What the fuck is the point of you? You know what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous.
he streams like 8 hours a day. You can't expect him to clown
Yeah,
around
sometimes you do wait 15 minutes, and you can suck my fucking ass. I don't give a shit. You could sit there, bro. I don't care, okay?
energetically for every minute of those 8 hours. He literally leaves to cook for himself. Good for fucking him. Pause the video then. That video was literally randomly linked by someone in chat. Take it out of context, you guys make him sound like Hitler. You guys are too judgmental.
Jesus Christ. Who do you think Hitler is, bro? I remember back during the Holocaust, Hitler used to watch my videos, and he didn't even say that it was me. He would play them on the big propaganda stream. It was crazy. All around town, all on the radio. Never credited. Like, who the fucking Hitler killed a bunch of people. Nobody's saying that he's like Hitler. What are you talking about, bro?
Soul left my body.
Man, I remember history class in middle school learning about how people were always critical of Hitler's Twitch streams. You know, that's the main complaint people had at the time.
Jesus Christ, this really threw me. I don't know why. Holy fuck. This has just fucking killed me for some reason, bro. Like, when I made the Hitler joke, I felt like I was being insensitive, and this is just fucking, this is funny. This is a little insensitive, but it's very funny. Fucking Fall Guys. Jesus Christ.
About Hitler.
3 rules of being a streamer. 1. React harder. 2. Don't pause too much to react. It disrupts the content.
Bro, I pause like every 3 seconds. Fuck off.
3. Don't cook or eat food. You are a content slave and not allowed to leave frame for more than 30 seconds on an 8 to 12 hour stream.
Bro, I love this because the thing is that he's like, don't cook or eat food. You're a content slave. So the reason that I'm going to dig into this comment right here is because this is like an anti-capitalist comment from like Hasan's chat. It's one of those things where he somehow manipulated his audience into thinking that like any criticism of him is some kind of like weird like capitalist thing. Like, oh, so you wanted to be like, when people criticized him for aligning for taking an exclusivity contract with Twitch, which is a subsidiary of Amazon, people are like, and this is where I was like, hey, listen, you called him out a lot. It seems hypocritical, especially considering how like virtuous you come off because you're always like very like morally loaded and very angry and yelling all the time. it seems kind of hypocritical that you would take an exclusivity contract rather than try to, I don't know, shuffle people off of that off of that platform or something, since you criticize Jeff Bezos. Whatever. That's a reasonable criticism. Even if you think that Hasan can do whatever he wants, that's fine. But the response is, Hasan's like, well, I'm just not supposed to work, I guess. I guess I just have to fucking starve to death and fucking shoot myself in the head. Like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, it's so crazy because there are people who need to work, and they need to work at shitty companies because they need to live. Hasan, not that person. So it's really bizarre. And it's like you think he used to be a content slave? He's his own fucking boss, bro. Like, what are you talking about? He could do whatever he wants. I'm just shitting my pants right now. Fire everywhere. Poop everywhere. It's just, I hate these comments. Bro, she could just pause the stream, take the fucking thing with him. I don't know. There's 100 different solutions he could have come up with.
Nodders.
The idea that streamers need to do this because they've got to eat comes up semi-regularly. Hasan himself has even made similar arguments on multiple occasions. And of course there is truth to this. It is absolutely reasonable for any streamer who's live for 13 hours a day to have periods of low energy, to eat and to piss and shit everywhere. We all need downtime, and to expect someone to not have any is completely unreasonable. Therefore, I need to just play other people's videos. I have no other choice. Don't cook or eat food. You are a content slave and not allowed to leave frame for more than 30 seconds on an 8 to 12 hour stream.
Bro, set up a camera in your fucking kitchen that you can turn on in OBS. Like, you can actually do it. You could probably get like some kind of digital camera or something. He could figure it out. He's got a couple $1 million, you know, at least more than that probably. Okay, you could figure that out. Just bring people to the kitchen. Hey, I'm cooking. Actually, that's fucking awesome. I wish I could do that. Maybe I should look into doing something like that so that I can just walk away, put a camera like not in the bathroom. I could put on like my fucking Five Nights at Freddy's camera pan so you can. That's actually kind of a cool idea. I'm actually thinking about maybe I could see if somebody could help me out doing that. Put one in like the kitchen that I could just turn on or something, and then you could see me in the kitchen. I'm walking through the house. That would be kind of fun, actually. And I would attach mics to something. Maybe I would get like a wireless headset and I would just walk around the house with it on. That's a cool idea. Somebody reach out and help me figure out how I would do that. I would have to use like wireless cameras. They don't have to be good quality, but I think that's a cool idea. You know?
28. What the fuck are you talking about, you muppet? You lemon? You cabbage? You fucking rhombus? This person has seen me say it's bad to just stream other people's content in full without sufficient commentary or sufficient credit, and is so absorbed into Twitch culture that they can't conceive of another way to eat. Speaking as someone who streams semi-regularly and has been known to stream for longer than 12 hours in one go, there are plenty of other ways to take downtime, which isn't something I should have to explain to.
Bro, are you shilling out with Raid Shadow Legends, bro? Oh my god, bro. I'm not putting a camera in the bathroom.
To anyone. If you're a streamer and you reach a point in your stream where you feel that for whatever reason you're unable to fully entertain your audience by yourself, here are a few things you can try. Bring on a guest who can do most of the talking while you're away.
This highway code applies to England, Scotland and Wales.
Turn the stream off.
The highway code is essential reading for everyone.
Play something made by a creator who you know is happy for their content to be used in this way. Play your own streams or content. Just fucking end the stream, holy shit. And if all of these things and any other alternative all seem like they're too much effort, then sucks to be you. Take some pride in your work, holy shit. You don't get to just take something someone else made.
Just tell him not to react to your videos. Other streamers like Matt Orchard and JCS are saying that they love the boost in views they're getting from Hasan's reacts. It's not clear that Jay would be opposed to it. If he didn't say enough in this video, then fair enough. Not everyone does their best all the time.
How about just telling him not to do that instead of pulling this cringe shit?
The sentiment that I have no right to complain because I could just ask Hasan not to do this again in future is another seemingly pretty common one. But
it's so weird. Hey guys, Hasan did a bad thing. You should talk to him in private about it rather than making a public fiasco about it. But that's Hasan's entire content base. Mine too. That'd be like if I said something online and then like somebody disagree with it and then they criticize me on a video and I was like, hey, you could have just came to me. Shut the fuck up, bro. This is like what we do. You know what I mean? Like,
there are a few problems with it that I would like to get into. First and foremost, I have no idea how to contact Hasan. I couldn't find an email address listed for him. His DMs are closed on every social media of his that I checked. And I guess I could have tried atting him on Twitter, but he has 1 million Twitter followers and gets atted like every couple of minutes. So, I mean, he might.
Hold on.
1 million Twitter followers and gets atted like every couple of minutes. So, I mean, him on Twitter, but he has 1 million Twitter followers and gets atted like every couple of minutes. So,
I was just looking at it. I was only looking at it because it says, let me teach you how to grow your legs. I see you working out and you don't have to wait 15 hours between workouts. So that's the only reason that I felt I needed to stop here. It has nothing to do with it has nothing to do with these these Amazon giantesses. Okay.
I mean, he might see it, and maybe there is a way I could easily contact him, but for all the looking I did, I couldn't find one. So if he really does run on a model of, I will just repost your content, and if you don't like it, you have to reach out to me to tell me to stop, which, like, yeah, he does, then there being no way clear from the outside looking in to get in touch with him is kind of a problem with that. And that's just problem one. It might, although probably hasn't, occurred to you to wonder how—
Well, the fact that he responded to it means that he doesn't give a shit, I guess.
I even found out about this in the first place. Did Hasan send me a message letting me know he'd reacted to my video? Or maybe he left a YouTube comment telling me he'd done it. Or maybe my comment section filled up with his fans, all telling me that he'd sent them. No, I actually found out because by sheer coincidence, on the day that he did it, I just randomly out of the blue started to wonder, oh, how's that old video I made that one time about that weird house doing? And went into my analytics to check. And it's only because on a whim I made that decision that I happened to see what I already recognized as the distinct spike of someone live reacting to my video. 200 extra views to a full-time YouTuber is an entirely negligible amount, but a spike of that amount all at the same time and all on a video that's averaging about 50 views an hour is very clearly a sign of something, so I took to Twitter to ask if anyone knew what had happened, and it's only after all that someone told me Hasan had reacted to the video. So maybe reaching out to Hasan is something that I could have tried on that occasion, but streamers operating under the assumption that if a creator doesn't like their work being reposted, they can just get in touch doesn't work if 9 times out of 10 the creators have no idea it's even happening. I found out about this stream because of a frankly very unlikely coincidence, but I almost certainly don't know about the majority of times that my videos have been reacted to on Twitch. Why would I know? And yeah, on this occasion I did know. I could have tried getting in touch with Hasan by atting him on Twitter, I guess, but as a more general rule, I don't think that it should be the job of creators to keep an eye on every Twitch streamer to make sure they're not reposting their content.
It's a little hypocritical to be all up in arms about stealing somebody's labor as like, and being like an anti-capitalist, and then quite literally daily streaming people or stealing people's labor every single day, and then saying, well, if you don't like it, you have to just figure it out yourself, motherfucker. Like, that's a little weird, you know? I'm just saying, bro. Saying, dude. I guess the good thing is, though, is that he did get a spike in views after watching it. So I suppose that the outcome is actually rather positive, I guess. But also, bro, come on.
It's not that I don't want this to happen again, it's that I don't think this should have happened in the first place. I'm not a big fan of the precedent of reactors seeming to think they can freeboot anyone's work they want to, and if the creator—
Hold on a second. Oh. Where do you think I can get that calendar from, guys? Where do you think I can get that from? The one of the good things about the calendars like this is that even when it's not the year 2017, it still poses a dual function. You didn't think about that. You didn't think about that, did you? You probably sat here and you thought that calendars, you make a calendar, and then you're done with it. Waste of paper. Duh, that's a bad thing. Bad for the environment. That calendar lasts a lifetime, bro. It's art. Imagine, it's like art, bro. Crazy.
Creator doesn't like it, then it's their responsibility to find out and get in touch.
You're not allowed to watch any YouTube videos unless you react the exact way the creator wants you to. The rules of the internet.
You are—
I mean, that seems to be Hasan's thing, too. Hate farm and all that, you know?
A fucking rhombus. Reactors can use other people's content as a springboard to create whatever kind of content they want to. From Soothouse to Scalagrim, I am a supporter of the reaction content genre. I make reaction content and I don't feel the need to ask the permission of the original creators first because I am always careful to make sure I am adding something and not just freebooting their work. The reaction that this person is defending with "you're just mad they didn't react in exactly the way you want" is this. And if we look by the kitchen sink, you'll notice toothbrush, toothpaste, mouthwash, and other toiletry supplies, despite the house having multiple bathrooms. This feels like the kind of choice that would only be made by someone who has truly ascended to a high plane of thought. Maybe they only feel comfortable cleaning their teeth if they're accompanied by this dense foliage from the living room. Now, your front kitchen has these two completely freestanding cabinets in the middle of the room, built as a master bedroom, but the house still has a surprising in store. Very important shelf. And this isn't just one isolated comment. A depressing number of people seem to not even understand that there's a distinction between reaction content that adds to or transforms the original work, and reaction content that just lets the original work play for several minutes at a time while the reactor eats. They just don't get it. It's all just reaction content to them.
Jay's entire content? No, that's not what it says.
That's all.
Jay's entire channel revolves around him making content that only reacts to other people's content or analyzes it. There's no difference between what Jay is doing here and what he's complaining about Hasan doing. Jay is pathetically drama baiting over something that in essence would require him to delete 90% of his channel's videos if he was serious about not using other people's content.
These are the pseudo intellectuals. Your best argument is like, listen, you got a boost from people watching it, so I don't think that like you should complain. You could, if you said that, I may disagree with you, but at least that makes sense. Like, hey, you got a view boost, so like it seems like it was actually positive for you. But bro, it's like these people are fucking Muppets, bro. They just don't understand how to have an independent like critical thought. Like this, it's not the reaction that's the problem. It's the way he reacted. It's not the fact that he's doing a reaction. That's crazy. I feel like this is like, what the fuck is this?
When Hasan leaves, he's making... I don't know, let's do this one in a Scottish accent. When Hasan leaves, he's When Hasan leaves, he's making food in his kitchen that's right next to his desk, so he can come back whenever. Good for him. Also, you use footage from shows that people put more time into as background footage, and yes, it's fair use. But if you're gonna criticize someone for reacting, then I will criticize your use of footage that isn't technically yours. So yeah, a lot of the content on my channel is reviews of movies or shows, and I use footage of those movies and shows to show what I'm talking about. Although I don't really feel that I need to explain the kind of thing that I do, because you've been watching it for 30 minutes, and it's...
I mean, there's a difference between, like, he did a Squid Game video, there's a difference between, like, using clips from it to talk over it, and just playing Squid Game or watching the show on the how do we not understand the difference between those things?
Distinctly different from just letting someone else's content play as you cook, eat, and occasionally make vague or vacuous comments. If someone genuinely can't tell what the difference is here, I struggle to understand how I could even begin to explain it to them. It's like if an adult came up to me and asked, hey, what's the difference between, like, a seagull and jealousy? I would not know what part of that they were struggling with. The icing on the cake for all of this is that when all of these people scroll down to the comments section, my pinned comment was right there, explicitly stating that I'm fine with actual reaction content, and I just don't want my video used as filler. And then the cherry on the icing on the cake is this person's bizarre claims.
Because I think that would be the best thing. It'd be like, well, listen, I just watched your video, but they knew who it was from the whole time, so it was extra exposure. Hasan makes sure to have minimal exposure of the core video, that he's just like not even reacting to it. He's just watching while he takes a shit. You know, that's shitty. Like, put the name of the person. Just watch it the way I watch. Like, whoa, what a crazy fucking hot take. You know what I mean?
You seem to have worked really hard to create this content. It's super scummy when someone just takes something and essentially copies the video without any substantial differences or changes. Looks like these guys copied your content too. I hate it when people just use other creators' content. Oh wait, that video was made 2 whole months before yours. Seems like you just might be milking this for content.
Well, I'm so confused.
This comment is wild to me. That YouTube link takes you to the archive of a Yogscast stream where they look at the same house I looked at in my video.
I'm impressed that whoever filmed this went and actually was willing to go into these rooms.
Yeah. They're reacting to the same stuff, but in it they make different jokes and...
Oh, this actually might be a disabled person's house. Or it might be a group home. It's possible. They have a map there? I don't know. Maybe.
Say different things. This person can't even tell the difference between a non-transformative reaction and 2 people making videos about the same thing.
It's such a dumb fucking thing. Like, how do you not understand? This is one of those. This is like a confirmation bias. Like, they've decided Hasan is right because he's Hasan, and they're not going to put any critical thought into it. And they're bored trolls that just wanted to troll the video. And so what they did is they said, like, okay, Hasan has to be right. So anything that is remotely relevant to what I'm saying is what we're gonna use. It's just fucking dumb. Like, you guys talked about the same topic? Wow, you stole my content. What?
Well, I mean, actually, it was a lot more than 2. The house was kind of a meme, so...
Lol, just react harder?
Hey, Jay, react harder!
My man said react harder.
React harder is a Twitch meme that's often used to try and satirize people who are critical of non-transformative Twitch reactions. The sentiment behind it is that if a reaction streamer doesn't find the content they're watching particularly engaging, they're not going to have a particularly strong reaction. If you're there for their genuine reaction to the content they're watching, and their reaction really is very minimal, then surely by asking them to change that reaction, you're asking them to be fake. You can't control your emotions. It's not their fault if they didn't have an emotional response to the thing they're watching. As this commenter sums it up, if your problem is...
But that's, you know what's so interesting? Like, I've watched videos on my stream before, and I will turn them off if I feel like there's nothing to talk about. Like, it's happened to me all the time. Not all the time, but it happens to me at least like once or twice a week. We just turned a video on before. I started watching it. I'm like, I'm bored. I'm over this. This is stupid. I'm not going to, like, you know, there's nothing to do with this video. It's fucking dumb. It's not interesting to me. I'm not going to watch something forcefully that I'm not interested in. because I'm not a fucking capitalist pig that's trying to get as much money out of fucking Twitch as possible. So I'm not leaving my stream on for 12 hours a day. I'm a real man. I'm a fucking ANCAP, bro. Fuck you, anti-capitalism. Or is that anarcho-capitalism? I don't know. You just turn it off if you're bored, though. That's what I do. I don't give a fuck.
React harder, then my reply is create harder, and maybe you'd get those better reactions. The entire wall on this side of the room is designed to slide out so that you can, if you want, merge this room with the room next to it. So if you live here, you can finally achieve your dreams of a bedroom-kitchen combo. Finally, now I can sleep in a room that has 2 separate microwaves in it. You know.
React harder, dude. He's not even in the chair.
Having 2 of something completely unnecessarily is becoming a running theme. You know who
You know what's interesting though? When I walk away, if I walk away right now, I'm telling you right now, I don't know how it's happening, but everybody keeps telling me my chair is incredibly racist. So if I walked away right now, I mean, I can't do it. That's why I don't get up during the middle of my content, because I can't. Bro. Apparently, the things that my chair say, according to my chat, are horrible.
Reacted hard. Jinx.
It says gullible on the ceiling.
Oh, so you stole my lungs.
In his videos, Jinx was always laughing and smiling and soy-facing. He very clearly demonstrated a strong emotional response to the content he was reacting to. And
bro, no offense, but Jay is kind of a beautiful man. Like, he has very beautiful eyes. Just look, I'm just saying, I'm not gay, but he has very nice eyes. Like, he looks very nice. It's very pretty. That's how I would say it. You know what I'm saying? He's a very pretty man. That's not an insult. I'm just saying.
People seem to forget this. All the same problems that apply to these modern Twitch streamers also apply to Jinx's content. If Hasan had been grinning from ear to ear for the entirety of his reaction to my video, that wouldn't have fixed the issue. Summing up the criticism as react harder does make it sound unreasonable, because saying react harder would be unreasonable.
Another great react harder take on live content. It's a different content in nature. People want to watch they wouldn't normally watch and hang out with individuals you enjoy. It's why watch parties are becoming so successful. But the laws response, stick to drama, please. Like, not for nothing, man, but like, I feel like the fundamental thing that I have an issue with here is that if somebody creates a particular piece of something, like internet media, I think that they should at least have the bare minimum rights to say, hey, if you're going to talk about it, transform it so it's not something that's replaceable. Why? It's like so weird that the culture on Twitch is so comfortable, because it's a super comfortable platform to take advantage of different people's rights. Like for when it comes to watching videos, like they'll watch fucking MasterChef. It's a copyright. Okay, they get away with it for how long? Then they stop. So then they're gonna be like, okay, I guess we're gonna have to watch other YouTubers. And it's like, okay, well, why don't they retain some kind of any say, even a social say? It's like, oh, fuck you, I can do whatever I want. It's a very condescending perspective. It's like, I stream all day to make money off of your video because people continuously sub to me while I'm watching the video. And as well as like, I feel like you fill up my time. So they're making money off of watching your video. And then like, when you're like, hey, like, can you do this? Like, this is kind of shitty. You're like, oh, fuck you. Like, what the fuck?
Reasonable, but summing it up as contribute something would be a lot more accurate.
My man said
contribute something, man. Make your reaction stream a meaningfully different experience to watching the original video. It's not just a matter of react harder.
The Sun stream is great. Watch it every day. Seem awfully sour over here, lol. Enjoy the signal boost he gave you, Lamau.
Literally wouldn't know who you are if it wasn't for Hasan streaming your video, but keep drama baiting, lol. What a baby.
Imagine being such a fragile little person that you're mad someone looked at your video and brought attention to your channel, but
you know what's weird? I just noticed this. My skin color is the same color as the background here. And I just noticed it in my stream and it makes me uncomfortable.
Doesn't react harder or the way you wanted. Sad.
The idea that I should just shut up and be thankful for the free clout is another pretty common one. And to that, my immediate thought is that you are gross.
Yeah, it might have actually been a group home because it says womb here. Womb, I guess this is where they gave birth to babies in the womb. I don't know, I'm just kidding. It says woman, so it's possible that it was actually a group home.
Mostly overestimating the amount of clout this kind of thing provides. Somewhere between 150 and 180 of Hasan's fans came to watch my video following his stream, which on average translates to a grand total of about 40 cents and 7 subscribers.
150 people watched after 30,000 people, like 150 people went over after 30,000 watched the video. I guarantee you if Hasan made more of a point to credit the person that made it, that number would at least go up by 1. You know what I'm saying?
So, thanks, I guess? Now, I'm sure that mileage will vary from different streamers reacting to different videos. Some reactions will provide more, and some reactions will provide less. As a streamer, it's possible you'll provide someone clout by doing this, but you certainly can't base your behavior on the assumption that that's definitely what will happen. Which is what Hasan does.
Last, like, well, what's up? Like, aren't you taking views away? No, most YouTubers don't mind that, actually love that shit when Twitch streamers react to their videos, because they get a fucking fat bump.
On the top.
Yeah, but who cares if most of them like it? This guy's expressed that he isn't particularly thrilled with it, so why not just be like, I don't know, right? Like,
Topic of taking views away, though, it's unclear that if by doing this, streamers take away potential viewers from the videos they're reacting to. It's entirely possible that some of the 40,000 live viewers of that stream would have ended up watching the video, but now they've already seen it, won't bother. This isn't the kind of thing that YouTube analytics can tell us, so we just don't know. It is also interesting that everyone seems to be overestimating the amount of clout that this kind of thing provides.
No, sir. I don't want the free cloud.
It's not free clout if he doesn't say whose video it is. What the fuck?
Had the channel name and name of the video up the entire time.
No he didn't. But also, yeah, you are allowed to say no to this kind of thing. That's allowed. I imagine that if PewDiePie, being the largest individual creator on YouTube, downloaded and then just re-uploaded one of my videos to his channel, that'd probably get me some clout. I imagine that if Will Smith broke into my apartment and started filming me for his next movie, that'd get me some free clout as well, which is not equivalent, just to be clear. And you know what? I would happily let Will Smith into my apartment to film me for a movie, but the key with all of these things is permission. You can't just go around imposing this kind of give and take exchange on people without knowing whether or not they'd agree to it, especially when what you're giving is 40 cents. So those are the arguments in favor of this kind of thing, and I've got to say, I wasn't particularly impressed. While I'm here, I would like to thank Metal Commander, Cynical CJ, Blair TV, Nicholas Diorio, and the Virtual Celebrity for reading out the comments in that last section, and I would like to let you know that the file the Virtual Celebrity sent me started like this.
I sincerely apologize if you can hear chickens in the background. Sat down to record, they were plucking up a storm, went out to chase them away, threw rocks at them, well, not at them, near them, tiny pebbles. They thought the rocks were food.
Yeah,
I'm gonna piss
hear
really
chickens
quick.
in the background of the clips that she sent me. She also.
You get it? Don't worry, guys. I wanted to get back as soon as possible, so I did not wash my hands. I'm so committed to making content for you guys. Also, I didn't feel like editing this if I put it up on YouTube, so I'm just gonna leave the whole chair part in, so you can go fuck yourself. Don't report me for what my chair said.
Later, of her own free will, decided to send me a second version without chickens in the background, but I elected to use the chicken one. Nice. I'm a bad person. Hopefully, after all of that, I've done my part to put a dent in the attitude that Twitch streamers can just play other people's content in full without permission without transforming it in any way. I've seen a lot of streamers taking other people's content for granted like this, and honestly, it's just not cool. But this video is not a personal attack directed towards any streamer who's ever done this. I just want to encourage those streamers to hopefully, well, first things first, give proper credit, especially if your justification for doing what you're doing is that you paid the content creators through exposure by giving them a fat bump. Ultimately, though, there is, of course, no one correct way to do.
That's like an unpaid internship, no? Isn't that the same logic as like I don't have to pay you for like an internship because you're gonna get like positive reception or whatever?
Reaction content. It's just a matter of mutual respect between creator and reactor and not taking anyone else's work for granted. Now, let's take a look at what Hasan said about all this in response to my stream.
The YouTuber who made the video about the Strange House, not Donkey, is mad at you, reacting to Hasan Piker's original content that he worked really hard on and made all by himself. Why? Because I was cooking while that was happening? Is that why? Hasan,
yes.
If you see this on
my wife thought it was a ghost.
I'm happy for you to react to my videos. If proper credit is given, however, please don't just let them play as filler, sitting there saying very little and just having lunch, or leaving them in the room like, come on, man, I'm fine with React content. It just requires a substance or significant reaction and proper credit.
That was fair.
Okay, fair.
Oh, okay. He's taking it really well.
That's totally fine. He makes the most sense.
Well, that's nice to see, isn't it?
I mean, I understand.
Sweet, dude.
My man said react harder.
Oh. So I have like 30 minutes of Hasan's response to work with in my editing room here. If I was the kind of shady fuck to choose the clips I play with maximum bias, I could make Hasan look like a wonderful saint.
I personally don't care. But if others do, then, dude, absolutely, I will respect that. 1000%.
Or I could make him look like the biggest gaping asshole who ever lived.
Just such a fucking dingus, dude. They just show their channel name, dumbass. How is that so fucking hard? Like, what is this attitude that you have? You stupid fuck.
Man.
Jesus Christ. What's up, baby? Hi, baby. Love you. Fucking shut up. Like, I'm working, right?
How are both those clips from the same stream? Well, all will be explained, and I feel that I need to start that explanation by giving credit where credit is due. You know, because giving credit is important. As soon as he found out that I didn't really appreciate his non-transformative reaction stream where he played my content, he apologized and made it clear that he wouldn't play any of my videos on his streams again.
They have every right to be like, yeah, fuck off, dude. What the fuck are you watching my video? I will never watch their stuff ever again, for the record, if they're upset about it. If you don't want me watching your stuff, I will gladly never watch it.
I wonder if you're saying that in a passive-aggressive way or not.
Really sorry. I apologize.
What Hasan seems to have respect for is a YouTuber's right to opt out of something like this.
If a content creator makes a fucking YouTube video and they're not happy with me, like,
6 months, Chad.
watching, then I fucking won't watch it. Personally, I don't care. But if other YouTubers do care, then dude, absolutely, I just won't watch it. I personally don't care. Okay, I get upset if they like use it to misrepresent it or anything like that. I personally don't care. But if others do, then dude, absolutely, I will respect that. Not okay to you know, play someone else's video if they don't want you to play it.
And I mean, it is good that he has this attitude, but ultimately, the phrase bare minimum does spring to mind. Like, yeah, him saying this is better than the alternative, but the alternative would be him going, I don't care how the creator feels, I get to take whoever's content I want, and then doing an evil laugh, saying sorry and promising not to play my videos on his streams anymore. You know, that's cool, but then he does go ahead and follow it up with stuff like this.
You get yelled at for pausing and talking too much, then you get yelled at for not reacting hard enough. What are you supposed to do now? I mean, what the fuck do you mean?
Well, the people who criticize you for pausing too much are your own fans, and you guys could take the L and suck my dick, honestly. Like, unironically. Well, obviously, metaphorically. But because, like, people will say, like, Papa got you paused too much. Shut, then fucking leave, bro. I don't care. I don't care. I pause too much, go fuck yourself. Leave. I don't care. That's a criticism from a fan about how they don't like that you pause too much, right? Then there's criticism from people who make work, and it's like, oh, you just sat there and watched the work? Well, that's shitty. Can you just not do that or at least credit me? Like, what? Shut the fuck up, dude. Oh, my fans get upset. Bro, there's going to be somebody that complains about fucking everything. It's not a reasonable criticism. Also, I probably could pause less and it would make the content that's more palatable. I just don't care. Okay? I don't pause enough for you? You're right, bro.
I'm literally going to do exactly what I've been doing, which is whatever the fuck I want to do, bitch. What are you talking about?
You couldn't really ask for a more explicit declaration that he's not going to change the way he does things.
I think that was towards the person.
I am perfectly happy to be in the situation where Hasan's not going to do this to one of my videos again, but I'm not really here to...
Something made me want a McDonald's hamburger.
I am perfectly happy to be in the situation where Hasan's...
It's this. This made me want McDonald's. Bro, I'm so fat, bro. This just reminded me of the texture of like a fucking like double cheeseburger, like from McDonald's. And I paused and I picked up on it, even though it's like a fucking half-second clip, bro. So you guys know I like it without plain, okay? I know it's a Home Depot plastic bag, but it just looks like the color of the wrapper, bro.
Not going to do this to one of my videos again. But I'm not really here to talk about me, I'm here to talk...
I'm dieting, I'm so hungry.
...about generally the wider issue of React content, and nothing about that has been changed by this apology. Hasan even says that he's used to creators getting annoyed at him for this, and that this is just the standard apology that he issues out whenever that happens.
But some content creators get upset about it, and when they do, I'm like, I'm really sorry, and I will never do this again. And it's as simple as that.
It could be argued that the reason he's happy to just make the same mistake over and over again is that it's more convenient for him to just apologize whenever he's called out than it would be for him to actually stop doing the thing he's apologizing for. He's apologized for upsetting me, but I was never really upset. I just think that what he's doing is piss. What he's not apologized for is what he's doing, which is the actual thing that I took issue with in the first place, and is something that he spends most—
I've been drinking so much water. Somebody said drink water if you're hungry. I've had like fucking 4 bottles of water on stream, bro. I'm fucking going ballistic. I always drink a lot of water.
Of his stream arguing in favor of. A lot of the arguments he makes are the arguments we've handily already covered in this video. Like,
I mean, this is like not that relevant, to be honest. Yeah, I walk away while this video is going on because I'm fucking, what do you call it? I'm cooking and I'm eating. And they didn't like my react. They were like, react harder. Their criticism, even if it's like react harder, is that might be a bullshit criticism, but like they're correct if they're like, I don't want you to react to
well, it's not really a bullshit criticism. You walked away, bro.
My videos.
And we've already been over the whole react harder thing. We don't need to go over it again. Hasan also seems to subscribe to the streamers need to do this because they're live for however many hours a day argument. He likes this one a lot, actually.
It's normal to walk away when you're fucking live for 10 hours. You know what I mean? I like Hasan a lot, but it definitely puzzles me how zero content like this became so well received. I don't know. Maybe because I'm live for fucking 8 hours. You can leave a
so just don't do that.
Sign saying gone for a dump back in 5, or could just give credit where it's due and actually react while he's in the room. Doesn't seem like a lot to ask. These motherfuckers are like, dude, pee in a bottle, dude. It just feels like Hasan wanted to not be.
Didn't the guy just said I'll be back in 5 minutes? Do you see what I'm talking about, bro? Every single time he gets a reasonable criticism, his response is like some bullshit. Just pee in a bottle, bro. Oh, you want me to put a sign that says I'll be right back in 5 minutes because I'm gonna go take a piss or I'm gonna make food? Oh, what do you want me to just piss in a bottle and starve to death? It's like, holy shit, bro. It's like it's incredible. It's like a fucking gaslighting. It's just bizarre. Like, what are you talking about?
Streaming anymore, but didn't want to lose those stream dollars. Like, outside of the camera being on him, how is it any different than him just watching a YouTube video off stream? It just rubs me the wrong way. Like, how do you think of your viewers to just stream your break? Dude, what am I supposed to do? Die? Like, I don't understand.
Bro, they'll talk about it. He just needs to die. These are his criticisms. It's crazy.
To just stream your...
Someone's suggestion that he could just put up a BRB screen or something by conflating that with them asking him to pee in a bottle at his desk. Yeah, those things are the same. The attitude that he needs to do this or he just can't have breaks is weird and flat out incorrect, but again...
You know what I would say? You know what I would say if I was in this situation? No joke. If I was actually going to stream 12 hours a day and I was going to like steal people and I was just going to watch people's videos on the internet, you know what I would say? Don't hate the player, hate the game, baby. I'd be like, I know it's wrong, but I'm just fuck off. I don't know what to tell you, brother. That's what I would say. I'd be honest about it. I would be like, I'm just gonna be an asshole because everyone's doing it and doesn't make it right, but I'm gonna play the fucking game. That's what I would say. Instead, it's like, you want me to be dead? Shut the fuck up, Hasan. You could quit working and like your children's children would never have to work for the rest of their life. So stop.
And we've already covered it. He also makes the free clout argument, but he adds something to it that we've not seen before.
Most YouTubers don't mind that, actually love that shit when Twitch streamers react to their videos because they get a fucking fat bump.
We still have the free clout argument, but now it's also packaged with the idea that most YouTubers support and like this kind of thing happening.
Most other content creators on YouTube and all around don't give a shit if you watch their videos or they like it. They literally like it. They want you to watch their videos.
Please record your answer and send it to me. Would you be okay with it if a streamer played one of your videos in full on their stream without saying much or really adding anything?
No. I honestly just wouldn't care. I really don't give a shit. I personally just would not fucking care. You know, like it's just part of the game. It's whatever. I don't give a fuck. You know, it would be nice though to like, you know, credit the person who's doing it. Not just in the beginning. Like play the whole fucking time, bro. Do this. Just leave this on the fucking screen, dude.
No. Fuck no. No, I would not.
Yes. No. Well, I mean, I could kind of do with it. Are they willing to pay?
No, I don't think I would be okay with the streamer playing one of my videos in its entirety without even really adding to it.
If they give me a shout out and try to send people my way, then sure, but otherwise, no.
No. Oddly enough, I think I would be...
All these fucking VTubers, bro. What are these? Your only friends anime cartoon characters? Come on, dude. What are you doing? Freaking, these aren't even real people. What are these people? What are you doing? Show your face, bro. Why don't you show your face, dude? Come on, what the fuck?
Be okay with it, but I also feel I'd have my limits.
No, other than very specific exceptions.
No.
Yes, because if people didn't do stupid short-sighted things like that, then we'd have nothing to talk about, and this whole repetitive cycle of drama on YouTube would grind to a halt, and I'd have to fill the rest of my days with anything else, like work.
Probably, yeah.
Jerking off for like 3 hours, bro.
If they were to credit me.
If it was a much larger streamer than me, and the way that they showed it would possibly result in a bunch of their fans coming to my channel and becoming fans of mine, maybe I wouldn't have a problem with it. But just on sort of like a principle level, I guess I'd feel very offended that they just show my video and not provide any extra commentary or any extra substance to it.
So yeah, I asked a lot of YouTubers if they would be okay with it, and most of them said no. I chose these YouTubers.
That one guy was a dog.
Literally at random from people I already had DMs with. We've got a good selection of different styles, different topics, different channel sizes.
I saw a real person!
And yeah, a lot of no's in there. And the majority of yeses had caveats and conditions.
If they give me a shout out and try to send people my way, then sure.
Which again, just goes to show the importance of mutual respect when doing this kind of thing. The thing that interests me though is the discrepancy between what Hasan was saying and what we're saying here. So what's the difference? I don't believe for a second that Hasan was lying, so what gives?
They want you to watch their videos. And I have many examples of this, of like content creators who I am friends with, like Andrew from Channel 5, reach out to me to inform me that their new video is out so that we can react to it. He's like, I can't wait to see you and Chess reaction to this new video that we put out.
I'm pretty...
That kind of... Well, here's the thing with the... Baby! Can you come close my door? You're ruining my work. You're distracting me at work. What are you talking about? You're telling me that I put the volume on the TV up that high?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know.
I'm fucking deaf. You're deaf. How do you hear?
I'm actually deaf.
Well, yeah, but you don't watch TV. You eat, and then you have it on the background. You read it, the lyrics, whatever. You look very beautiful. Yeah, you look good. Yeah. Are you showering tonight? Okay, maybe, you know. No, get out of the room. Let me finish the video. Get out. God damn it. God damn it. Fuck you. I love her so much. Anyway, Andrew Callahan. I don't think that Andrew Callahan, sorry, I like his content, it's fun. I imagine that he doesn't, well, first of all, I think Hasan actively watches Andrew's videos. This is one of the problems when we talk about how Hasan, like, he's probably conflating passive bullshit videos with active videos that he watches. He probably watches Andrew Callahan videos, the Channel 5 videos, but also those Channel 5 videos I don't think get monetized because they're very edgy. And so most of it probably comes through like Patreon or something along those terms. And so it's a really it doesn't matter how many people watch it per se, like necessarily. It's like, people might subscribe to it through their Patreon or whatever the fuck they do. So like, you know,
Pretty sure I know exactly why that discrepancy is there. Hasan appears to be conflating the kind of reaction content I'm not okay with the kind of reaction content I absolutely support. Like,
oh, okay, I guess look at that. Fuck me in the ass. You already said what I was. I said it first in my world. You said it first, but I said it first in to me. You know, you know what I mean? New to me.
A lot of the commenters we brought up earlier, Hasan doesn't seem to have drawn a line between reaction content that adds something and reaction content that really doesn't. Hasan has provided reactions that meet all of the standards I've outlined in this video. They're the kind of reaction that I actively encourage people to make and that I'm sure most creators would be absolutely thrilled to receive from a big
That guy just had a lightsaber. That's cool.
Twitch streamer. It appears though that as far as Hasan is concerned, both these types of reaction are
he did a merch shoot with Andrew? That makes sense.
Just reaction content to him, and he's painting it all with the same brush. This conflation is first demonstrated when, in response to me saying, please give credit and contribute something, he says, oh, this person doesn't want me reacting to their content.
If you don't want me watching your stuff, I will gladly never watch it. I'm really sorry. I apologize.
I think the worst thing is Hasan's reaction. If he was like, oh, I didn't realize you didn't like it, and he just moved on, it would have been fine. But Hasan feels comfortable doubling down on honestly something on something that he's not really right on. I don't think. I think that's the biggest problem here. Is like, this is weird. Like if I was doing the same thing and somebody's like, oh, don't watch my copy, like, all right, bro, no problem, and I just wouldn't do it anymore. We would be done with it. But he spent like a half an hour bitching and moaning and doubling down on like why his shitty thing was okay.
We'll never watch their stuff ever again, for the record. React harder.
My favorite lightsaber color is like orange. I remember in like Force Unleashed was pretty cool.
That might be a bullshit criticism, but like they're correct if they're like, I don't want you to react to my videos.
Cool.
Which is kind of a
That's not my favorite color. It's just very cool. You know, as a lightsaber color.
Weird response to a comment in which I actively tell him I'm fine with him reacting to my content.
Hasan, if you see this, I'm happy for you to react to my videos.
But it would fully explain why he made these comments if he's conflating those two types of reaction. And of course, it does make sense for him to think that way. If he has dismissed the criticism as just react harder, why would he draw a line between reaction content that does and doesn't adhere to a criticism that he doesn't view as valid? So when he says,
most YouTubers don't mind that, actually love that shit when Twitch streamers react to their videos.
He's talking about just Twitch reactions in general, which, yeah, most YouTubers do appreciate. I appreciate that. I really like it when that kind of thing happens to me. But what Hasan seems to not understand is that most YouTubers do have a line where they're no longer okay with the reaction content. This line is going to be in a different place for different creators. Most YouTubers like to receive reactions, but far fewer are comfortable with being used as filler as the streamer has some downtime. This is a distinction that it's vital to understand and respect if you're going to be doing regular reaction content on stream. Speaking of the free clout argument, Hasan also expands on it in a way we've not seen before.
That's the reason why sponsors pay money to Twitch streamers to like play their video games, for example. There's a reason for that. It's because they want as many eyeballs as possible on it, and then people will go and fucking find it on their own.
Bro, he knows, right? Just for what he just said, he knows that it's like disanalogous. He's like, listen again.
As many eyeballs as possible on it, and then people will go and fucking,
they'll
find it on their own.
They'll go find it on their own. Bro, if I watch somebody play a video game, I cannot get the sensation of playing the video game through that person. Okay, I'm not a 4-year-old where like you give your kid a controller that's not plugged in and go, look, you're playing the game while you actually play. This isn't now we're grown people. So watching somebody play a video game, it can be like, oh, this is cool. So there's one of two things happen. Either one, you're gonna watch it and you never intended to buy it in the first place, or you're going to watch and go like, this seems fun. I'm going to go buy it myself. That's it. Those are pretty much the options. It's a different thing. It's just not comparable. Come on. At least just be honest. Be like, I don't respect people. That's all Hasan has to say. I don't respect anybody. I'm a fucking asshole. I would actually be fine with that. Be consistent.
Hasan seems to love bringing up video games whenever he wants to bolster a position like this one. Basically, the whole video game industry not only tolerates but actively supports YouTubers and streamers playing their games. Hasan likes to use this fact to demonstrate that there's actually a mutually beneficial relationship between a copyright holder and a streamer streaming their copyrighted content. Now, this actually is a great way to demonstrate the level of publicity that a streamer can provide, but it does ignore the reasons that video games are one of the only forms of media this applies to. Basically, I've recently played through both classic Star Wars Battlefront games. If I decided to
Bro, they're so good. They're really good. The classics are so much better. First of all, there's a single player fucking mission. I was horribly disappointed when I bought Star Wars Battlefront 1, like the revamp or whatever. I bought a PlayStation just for it, played it for like an hour. It was done. It's bullshit. There's no single player campaign, and it's like so many paywalls that I was done with it. I was fucking irritated. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is probably one of the greatest video games I think was ever made. It's an incredible game. I got so much time out of it. It's really fun. It was incredible. And 1 was pretty good too, but 2, like, 1 was like, there's like 2 different ways things can go, any media can go. The first can be an incredible masterpiece, and then they milk it with the second one. Or the first one is like really good with really good concepts, but it's almost like a play test for the second game that ends up being phenomenal because they keep all the good stuff and they get rid of all the bad stuff. 2 was fucking incredible. It was so much fun. They could have had like a really good online experience because the old online experience was like mediocre because like online wasn't quite there yet. But instead they fucking shit right through the ass and they just stole all, like they're just trying to get more money out of you. It's ridiculous how much they're trying to milk you now. And it's ridiculous that fans put up with it because I just turn it off. I'm not going to buy anything that's going to try to milk me for money. I'm done with it. I already play mobile fucking phone games. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But it's so normal for like games. Like, yeah, you have to buy like a $600 fucking like system, and then you have to fucking go and pay my game $50, and then like you're going to be locked behind a paywall instantly. You want to play online? $10. What? Fuck you. Why? That's insane. And I don't mind subscription-based things. It's just fucking bizarre. Like, I'll pay for fucking MMOs $15 a month. I don't give a shit. But I expect a certain level of quality. And that's like a constant update. I think that Fortnite, I don't even play Fortnite, but their model is probably the best where it's free to play. But then you can pay like $10 a month or $15 a month to do a battle pass that gives you cosmetics and stuff. I think that's great. I love that system. I think that's fantastic.
Stream both those games in their entirety to my audience, even without commentary. None of my audience would have actually played those games just by watching my stream. Anyone who, when watching the stream, had thought, oh, that game looks really fun, and developed an interest in actually playing it, would then have to go and buy the game to do that. I've also recently watched the entirety of Smiling Friends, which is a show, not a game. If I'd streamed the entirety of that to my audience, then anyone who'd watched the stream thought, hey, this show looks really funny, and then developed an interest in watching it, would have already seen it. Because I just showed it to them. Now, that's not to say they won't watch a potential season 2 if and when that comes out, or maybe go in pursuit of some episodes that they didn't manage to catch on my stream. Maybe they'll even go and buy some Smiling Friends merch, because from this interaction, Smiling Friends has gained a fan and all the benefits that come with that. But the companies that own TV shows and films tend to be a lot less positive about this kind of thing than the companies that own video games do. I could just as easily argue that the stranglehold these companies keep on preventing people from uploading their copyrighted content is proof that this kind of interaction actually hurts people, but the fact of the matter is that none of these mediums are directly equivalent to one another. Video games are a medium that get all of the benefits of this kind of interaction with basically none of the drawbacks. There's a reason it's different from medium to medium. Those were definitely the main arguments he relied upon during his stream, but he also said some other stuff that I found interesting, so let's take a brief look at that as well. One short part of the stream that interests me in particular is the part where he talks about why he thinks he doesn't need permission to do this kind of thing.
So it's not okay to play someone's video if they don't want you to. Doesn't that mean you need to ask permission every time you watch someone else's content, which seems pretty lame? No, I don't do that. That's fucking ridiculous.
I mean, I did say it was short. Another clip I find interesting is one where he's talking about the fact that he left the room for a while.
I throw up the YouTube video on my phone, and I'm watching it. I'm simulcasting it on my phone as it is playing on the stream. And if there's a moment that I want to chime in with something, I will literally run back and put the fucking take there.
The problem is that his intention with watching the video is 100% not to react to it. That's the biggest problem. I think that's the biggest issue here, is that there's a difference between turning a video on and not having a lot to say versus turning a video on specifically to kill time while you perform another activity, right? Those are two very different things. And like, that's the problem here, because you know he didn't turn that on to react to it. He turned it on so he can go run and make food, sit down, and then have something to watch while he eats and keep the chat entertained. It's a very different thing than not having a lot to say, and that's the problem.
It's the same as like me sitting there and not saying anything.
I agree. It's exactly like he was sitting there and not saying anything. I'm starting to think he doesn't understand the issue that people take with this kind of thing. I guess though that logically this means he does understand that when he's just sitting there not saying anything, which is something he spends a lot of time doing, he may as well just not be in the room. And finally, I know you're curious about it, let's have a look at that clip.
Just show their channel name, dumbass.
This happens when someone in chat tells his son that he needs to just show the channel name.
Show the
Yeah, it's a good advice. Show the channel name.
their fucking channel name, dude. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
No shit, dumbass. What kind of a fucking baboon are you?
He banned somebody for saying it? What a loser. Hasan is a fucking pussy.
Hasan gets mad at this because of how much he agrees with it.
Like, do you think I disagree with that? Why do you? Oh god, I fucking despise these dipshits, dude.
Well, no,
but he doesn't do that thing. Hasan is insane. Hasan is a fucking psychopath. What the fuck? What the fuck was that?
He's getting big mad because he thinks this is really obvious.
I swear to fucking god, like, just such a fucking dingus, dude. Just show their channel name, dumbass. How is that so fucking hard? Like, what is this attitude that you have? You stupid fuck. Yeah, I know, I agree.
So do it.
What kind of like you make it seem like I purposely was like fucking hiding it or something. It was literally on my screen for like a fucking hour, you idiot.
So in my opinion, like a fucking hour, you idiot, is a strange way to phrase 18 seconds. Yeah, that's how long my channel name was on screen during Hasan's original stream. The rest of the time, no, I'm not sure how he could possibly think it was there. Like, how—
Hasan is literally a child. Bro, it's fucking incredible, man. It's fucking incredible. There is like literally no character growth from this fucking this kid. You know, I know he's like 30, but you might as well be fucking like 15. Dude, what? Like, the guy was like, hey, put it on the screen the whole time. That was obviously what he meant. And you're like, I do that already. No, you don't, bro. When you walk away, when people come and go in the stream, they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And if I come in, like, if I come into the stream, 19 seconds after you started the video, or like, I'm not encouraged to be like, oh, look at this guy. You're not even shouting him out correctly. Like, you, like, literally just leave it looking like this. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's not even making it bigger. It's not even, you're not even making it larger. It's incredible. It just shifts the camera in a way. It's not even the same. Let's do a scientific analysis of this situation here. Okay? We're gonna do a scientific, we'll do a scientific side by side. See if I can come up with it. Okay? All right, here's the first video. Let's see what we got here. Take it, bada bing. All right, I know you can't see it on my. I'll show you in a sec, guys. I'm just doing it. All right, versus here. Boom. Okay, I think we got it now. I think we got this. Okay. So we got this here. We got this analysis here. Okay. This is side by side. One of the streams where it's maximized and one where it's not maximized. Okay. Now we're here. We're in the, it's all, everything's the same size. Let's be fucking pro, and we're gonna just cut this part out so we can do like a direct comparison here. Okay. We're gonna scroll this down. This is how much additional space of the video is on the screen. This here. 6 pixels worth of height. That's how much, or maybe 9 or 10 pixels. That's how much additional space it's taking up on the screen. That's it. You see the little glowing thing there? That's it. That's how much bigger it is when he maximizes it. That's quite literally it. Right? 10 fucking pixels to not credit somebody. Oh wait, maybe we need to hold on. Let's see. Make sure we get this right. Okay, now we're directly comparable. Sorry. Maybe is it more now? Oh no, wait, I think it's less now. Okay, now it's 3 pixels. That's it. That's what he gains by like maximizing it, or did I do it at a wrong time? It seems ridiculous. It just seems fucking like 3 pixels, bro. All that for 3 pixels?
The rest of the time, no, I'm not sure how he could
fucking 3 pixels. It's all, that's what the worth of the original creator is to him.
possibly think it was there? Like, how can you be that
It's effectively the same size.
With your own setup? Him thinking this doesn't make any sense at all. Unless, maybe when he says their channel name was on my screen for like an hour, he's referring to the second stream that he did. I mean, there it is. And there it is again. Not for an hour, but for long enough where saying it was up there for an hour is like a reasonable level of hyperbole. If that is what he means though, then he's referring to something that he only did because I called him out. Meaning this would be another instance of, well, if they complain, I'll do what
Bro, okay, it didn't click in my head. Maybe you guys caught it and I'm just dumb as fuck. But for a second, okay, I didn't realize what he was saying is like, oh, what he's saying, Jay is saying is that Hasan read the comment, why don't you show the video? And then Hasan like fucking peanut brained it and went like, I'm showing it right now, you fucking idiot, and didn't think like, oh, I normally never do. I think it's what this guy's saying. I didn't even think of it like that. I was like, what are you fucking talking about? I fucking boomer brain. Okay. Yeah. What the fuck? What an idiot.
I should have done in the first place, but otherwise I'll just play their videos without showing their channel name. And since callouts seem to be what it takes to get streamers to do what they should have been doing the whole time, this is me doing a callout. Man, I can't wait to see how this video goes down. It's sure gonna be interesting. But that's all from me today. If you've enjoyed this video, good.
Oh wait, we gotta get rid of it. Sorry. Editing that out. Here are all the people who worked on it. All a bunch of nerds. They all stink. Yep. I don't know why I'm playing it, but okay. That's a lot of people who worked on this. Oh wait, is this wait, I guess these are Patreon people. Am I fucking stupid?
If you've enjoyed this video, good.
Probably. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, pretty cool. Let's see. I wonder if Hasan watched this criticism and it's 14,000. Let's see. I'm waiting to see anything. I don't know. I guess time will tell. I wonder if Hasan is bored today. Oh, he's playing Pokemon. I guess we'll check back tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Cool stuff. Well, there were 7 people who subscribed to you from Hasan, so you might see 7 very angry comments.